Hello everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is a little bit different, as we're going to be diving into a legend known as Jonathan Thurston. There. So this is the legend of JT. This is not the full one, as I have missed out some of his accolades and all of that, but here we go. Jonathan Thurston was born on the 25th of April 1983 in Brisbane. He was born to Graham and Debbie Thurston. This was Graham and Debbie's second wedding there. With it, Graham is a New Zealander there, he's a Kiwi, as Debbie is a local Aboriginal in the Brisbane. Jonathan Thurston has not a stepdaughter, well, how would you put it? He does have a stepsister there and a stepbrother. He lives with his stepbrother there, and he didn't meet his stepsister till the age of 8. So that's a little bit of insight there. So Jonathan Thurston did not start off with the Cowboys. Instead, he started off with the Bulldogs here. This is him and Pricey having a very heart-to-heart moment. But this is the career of Jonathan Thurston. As I mentioned, he started off with the Bulldogs, but he didn't really make his first sort of big name until about 2004 there, as they would win up against the Roosters 13-16. In 2002, he did play 7 games, and in 2013, this was his best career with the Bulldogs there, before again losing it in 2004 there. And if Pricey wasn't injured, Jonathan Thurston never would have played in this grand final, where he made his mark before going to the Cowboys, and in the following year, he would then see himself in a grand final, though losing it. With it, 2005 to 2015, the glory years, we'll call this. Jonathan Thurston's accolades came around in this time, as his first Dally M medalist of the year would come in 2005, 7, 2014, and 15 there. Halfback of the year was in 2005, 7, and 9. Dally M 5'8" of the year, which is the position that he would prefer to play in 2012, 13, and 14 there. Dally M captain of the year in 2015, obviously when they won their grand final. Also, this does not have his golden boots in this, as he's won that many of them that they wouldn't all fit in this 10-minute video, 5 to 10 minute video there. He has an RLPA Player of the Year in 2005, 13, and 14, and RLPA Halfback of the Year in 2018, obviously his last season of it there, which they won his last game, which is pretty special there to him. His origin there with it. 24 games of Queensland's 8-year state of origin winning. He is the only player to have been in all 8 of them of their winning streak. The rest of them weren't there. He is the only one, as Cameron Smith was out on suspension for a couple of them, and Billy Slater was out on injury. Greg Inglis was also with this, but he ended up playing 36 consecutive origin games from 2005 to 2017. So if you don't know, Origin only comes around 3 times a year, so considering 36, that's actually that's a lot of games when you do look at it. Now, his Australian Test matches. He would debut for his country, Australia, in 2006 and go on to 2017. Ignore that 1-0. Playing in the number 6 there. Jonathan Thurston would have a lot of time, but on his first tour, his uncle would sadly get very sick there, and he did not know about this until he got back. His uncle was the one that got him out of a lot of tough positions there. With it all, as drinking, stealing, and all of that, he got him away from Brisbane, and luckily enough that he did, or else he probably would have ended up in jail as a very young kid. 2015. The fairy tale of them all. They were in the grand final of the Cowboys in 2005, but lost, all thanks to Benji Marshall's flick pass. Yeah, how great was that? 20 years though in the making of this, and it was a fairy tale. 16-17. The kick to make the final there. This one is, it's probably the most intense grand final that has ever been in the NRL era there. And it is the only one to have ever gone to a golden point. If you don't know what golden point is, it's pretty much extra time, but it's 10 minutes in each half until a point can be scored with it. So, yeah, Jonathan Thurston, he lined up the kick, hit the uprights, and he was so annoyed, and then Ben Hunt dropped it, and the Cowboys got one more chance, and he just did it. Anyway, but his injuries. His last time that he would step foot onto a Origin field, well, obviously until this year, was in Game 2 of Origin. The taped man is what I like to refer to him as he inserted Gus, as he just had a lot of tape on him there. So what would end up happening is Jonathan Thurston would have a shoulder injury there. It was a pretty big one, and he wouldn't be able to continue much longer, and he would actually miss the rest of his 27 season thanks to it, and would retire the following year. But he would go out in a bang, as his comrades would do it all for him, to win 26-30 up against the Gold Coast Titans there in his last appearance in the halfback. Since then, the Cowboys and, well, a bit of the NRL has been on a down streak with it all, as the Cowboys have failed to make the top 8 since 2017. Jonathan Thurston's family life. Now, this does not include his cousins, his brother, or his sister there, as this is his family life from today. Jonathan is married to Samantha. They met in 2005 when Jonathan was starting up with the Cowboys, and she was actually one of the managers there. She would end up leaving this job to be with him. They have 4 girls: Frankie, Charlie, Lily, and Rini. Rini being the last one. I have no idea if I got that correct. I am so sorry if I didn't. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this brief look over of Jonathan Thurston, the legend of it. Possibly immortality. We'll have to wait until next year with it there. So thank you all for watching, and have a good day.